Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilbourn from WhatCulture.
And I'm Adam Nicholas from WhatCulture.
And after the massive shake-up on Monday Night Raw, do we have some news for you? Starting off, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are coming back to Monday Night Raw.
Yes, they bloody are. When's that happening?
I don't know.
Good, excellent.
No.
That's solid news source for the company there.
Exactly, a typical WWE. As far as we know, all that's been announced so far is that they are coming back to Monday Night Raw. There was a couple of promos played for them on Monday Night Raw this week. Sami Zayn was last seen over the summer. He left to have double rotator cuff surgery. And Kevin Owens was last seen in October, then left to have double knee surgery.
Double?
Indeed. Kevin Owens was apparently expected to come back after WrestleMania, so this could be some really good news if we can get him back in for some sort of Mania run. Sami Zayn was expected back in February. Both of these do seem to suggest, though, that they could be coming back ahead of schedule.
Well, you kind of hope so. I mean, I know a lot of people saying they kind of didn't like the vignettes because maybe spoiled the surprise of them coming back. I think the opposite. It'd be nice to see them getting a bit of build because you never know. The WWE Universe aren't daft. They know things are happening. But if we can get these two back, or even one of them back before WrestleMania, that's got to be a massive boom.
They are obviously two incredibly talented, but also very charismatic guys.
Yeah.
And that's sort of something that Raw's missing at the moment.
I think until I saw the two promos, it suddenly dawned on me how good they are and how much I have actually missed them because, as a pairing or even as individuals, these two are absolutely fantastic. And we're kind of crying out for, especially some heels.
Yeah.
I think we need some heels that are perhaps could fit on Monday Night Raw specifically because we've got a lot of baby faces going on there. I think we're missing that. They're trying to do it with Ambrose. It's not really working. But yeah, I think we're ready for a freshen up with those two.
Absolutely.
In other news though, speaking of a freshen up, we've got 6 new people who will be joining the main roster from NXT.
They announced 6 of them being teased. A couple of them we sort of already knew about on Monday Night Raw. Lars Sullivan has been teased for a long time, and EC3 was rumoured to be appearing at SummerSlam, I think.
And then had an injury and couldn't come up substantially. But basically, the list of people are Lars Sullivan, we've got EC3, we have Lacey Evans, we have Heavy Machinery, so Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight, and then on top of that we have Sanity Bliss's twisted sister, Nikki Cross, who's kind of already made her debut, sort of, on SmackDown. We don't actually know where they're going to be, unfortunately. That wasn't really specified.
When are they coming up?
We don't know that either, because obviously we don't want to give you too much information.
Now, you're our sort of resident NXT expert in the WhatCulture office.
Allegedly.
We know a little bit about EC3 and
Yes.
Lars Sullivan, but what can you tell about the rest of the other call-ups?
So the other guys, you obviously, like I say, you've seen a bit of Nikki Cross. She kind of, it depends how they handle her character, but she's a bit wild, she's a bit nuts. She's a bit like
crazy.
The female Dean Ambrose, if you like. Heavy Machinery are good fun, man. These guys, they aren't going to give you a revival type quality, although saying that, how's that working out for them? But you will get a lot of fun, and they're daft. And Otis Dozovic, for anybody who doesn't know him, is fantastic, very entertaining. So lots of fun with him. He's got no neck. Who cares? He's great. Fantastic stuff.
And Lacey Evans was feuding with Kairi Sane recently.
Lacey Evans was feuding with Kairi Sane. She's had a few different matches. She's there's a lot of promise with her. I'm not sure. She's a bit green. I'm not sure she's ready, but who knows? There's a few people who are just ready to get on the main. Look what happened with Elias. Brought him up early by the standards of NXT. And he's flourished, so maybe she's ready to go and fill some boots.
Yeah, an interesting selection of people from NXT, but we'll have to see how they book them, and hopefully they'll do pretty well on the main roster.
Indeed.
Moving on, another piece of news coming out of Monday Night Raw is we have 2 new #1 contenders for the Raw Women's title and the Raw Tag Team titles. Natalya will face her friend Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title next week on Monday Night Raw. She won an 8-woman gauntlet, concluding by submitting with the sharpshooter, Sasha Banks.
Yep.
Because they're listening to us now. They do what we want, and we all said Sasha Banks or Natalya versus Ronda Rousey. I want Natalya.
I know one person, Phil, really wanted that, didn't you, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Massive Natalya fan, Phil Chambers is.
Great.
Yeah.
And for the tag titles,
Indeed.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, obviously current Raw Tag Team Champions, it is going to be The Revival.
There it is.
I couldn't remember their name for a second.
It's almost like they haven't been prominent on anything.
Yeah, it's going to be The Revival. There was a fatal 4-way match, which also featured the likes of AOP, the B Team, remember them? And Lucha House.
Go!
Lucha House Party. But yes, The Revival won by hitting a shatter machine on Bo Dallas. Yeah, we don't know when their tag team title match is going to happen, but it's something to look forward to, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, we might get the Revival as the tag team champions. Who knows?
I don't know, if I had some sort of crystal ball, some sort of way to look into the future for both title matches, can't see them winning.
Yeah, never mind, If you win some, you lose some, my friend. What are you going to do about that one? I'm trying now to remember what our last news bit was, and I've totally blanked here.
There's been a new authority figure revealed.
Hang on. That's what it is. And guess who the new authority figure is, guys?
Who is it?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's us.
Us?
Us, not WhatCulture, sadly.
Oh.
It is all of us. Us, you, even you, Phil, you get to go at this. We get to be the authority figure. So it means that if wrestling is super over the next couple of weeks and months, guess who's responsible for that?
Yeah, so they came out at the start of Monday Night Raw. Vince was there, Shane was there, Steph was there, Trips was there.
Yeah.
They ended up, after congratulating each other about how bloody great they are, saying that we are the new authority figure. They're going to start listening to us. Don't believe a word of it, to be honest.
No, I don't. It's almost like we've heard this before, Adam. They said change is imminent. They're going to shake things up. Again, a narrative we've heard quite a lot. But who knows? Maybe we'll be good as the authority.
WWE, don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Right, let's move on to the bit we're all looking forward to, your Twitter questions.
I am looking forward to this because I've never done this before, so I'm quite intrigued to see how this turns out.
If you want to ask us any questions, by the way, at WhatCulture WWE, there's a doozy to start from Mark Gallagher.
Ah, yes.
Becky's Twitter game is fire. Fa la 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 la. Who has the wit to defy her? Fa la 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 la.
Lovely.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was delightful, that wasn't it?
So Becky Lynch is obviously amazing at Twitter.
She is.
Who can match her?
Well, I think we've got a couple of people in mind, Adam, but the one I'm thinking of is Kevin Owens, fa la 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 la.
Also there is Tommy Ciampa.
La 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 la.
Nailed it.
Smashed it. Look at that.
We really should have
Sign us up. Sign us up right now.
But yeah, I think they're the only two who can really get anywhere near her.
Even remotely close to her, and I mean, she's operating at a pretty high level right now.
Next question comes from Daniel Holland on Twitter. He says, if Lesnar does leave and Braun wins the Universal Championship, do you see anyone stopping him? And what dream matches would you like to see him in too?
Wow. Braun Strowman as the Universal Champion. Something we thought was going to happen for quite some time. If it does happen, if indeed it gets there, who would have a good match with him? I mean, I know we've kind of seen Braun and Drew having a bit of back and forward. I'd like to see a little man go up against Braun Strowman and give him a good match. Who that little man would be, not so sure. Rollins is kind of begging out for something right now. He needs a reset, he needs a revamp. I'm a bit biased, so I'm going to put Seth Rollins in there. I think maybe those guys can come up with a great match.
I'm going to go with, I'm not saying this is necessarily my dream match, but it's a match I can definitely see WWE putting together. I do hope Braun Strowman beats Brock Lesnar at the Rumble, because I think then Lesnar's going to be free to pursue his UFC commitments, and we get a sort of clean break and get to look forward to on the actual road to WrestleMania rather than going, well, Lesnar's just going to leave at the end of Mania anyway. I'm just going to book him Monster versus Monster, him versus Lars Sullivan.
Oh, very good.
I don't know how you contain them or what match type you put them in.
In a large man match,
Indeed.
which would be great.
And our final question today comes from Shane Harris, who says, is Sami Zayn ever going to win a world title?
Oh, I bloody hope so, because if you can actually get it in a bottle and take that moment when he finally won the NXT Championship, that was incredible. The fans want to see something like this. Sami Zayn is a guy who evokes that from the fans, that passion, that, like, yes, I get it, he's kind of had a bit of a slow stint in the main roster. Obviously, the injuries haven't helped. If he comes back with enough gusto and as like when drive from the fans, then I think it could be possible. I don't know if he's SmackDown champion.
Absolutely.
I can't see him getting anywhere near the Universal Championship
I think
any moment.
If they keep it the way they are, and you have, as we say sort of earlier, giants, monsters fighting out alongside some of the bigger stars on Monday Night Raw for the Universal Championship, if Sami Zayn could transition back to SmackDown, and you had, look who we just had, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, a technically brilliant match at TLC. in that sort of arena, I can easily see Sami Zayn becoming, and he become WWE champion, which is arguably the more prestigious belt compared to the strawberry jam one.
He's got the ability to deliver a match similar to when Bryan was against Braun. That's the kind of match you can get from Sami Zayn. He's the perfect underdog, perfect sympathetic face, and get him in the main event picture for me.
Absolutely. Right, let's move on to our and finally for today. And it's something a little bit different. I was looking on Squared Circle earlier and I sort of went down a little rabbit hole looking at dollar store wrestling figures. I found this picture. Phil's going to put it up on screen. This is a sort of zoomed in version. I'm going to zoom out and show you who it is in a second. But Adam Nicholas, which wrestler is that? Feel free to guess at home. Who is that? He's got some... I think
has he got a chainsaw?
A bike rack and a chainsaw behind him.
A bike rack? It looks like the railing.
It's a big old chainsaw as well, that.
That's a wrestler.
So which wrestler is that?
Do you know, the first person who comes to mind, genuinely, is Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is a good guess.
Yeah, because of the grey hair. I know he's got face paint on though, so maybe
certainly
not.
Looks a lot more like him than who I'm going to reveal it is.
I mean, because when he's in badass mode, obviously, not in the...
Absolutely.
The chainsaw's throwing me right off.
Yeah. Well, it won't make any more sense once I zoom out, because that is, Adam Nicholas, Booyaka Booyaka, it's Rey Mysterio.
What?
That is why you're only paying $1 for it. There he is.
What, do you have to pay another $1 for the mask? What's that?
I presume it's his unmasked WCW days. He's
got a mask on the flipping thing.
Yeah.
What?
Why
has he got a chainsaw?
When he infamously used to carry around a bike rack and a chainsaw.
What?
But if anyone else can find more dollar store wrestling figures, I might make this a regular thing because...
Who? I don't know. I'm done. I don't know what that is.
I'll tell you what, if you guessed Rey Mysterio from that initial picture, you're a liar in the comments. So there you go. Let us know your thoughts on that and all our news stories in the comments section below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And make sure you check out our new wrestling podcast. We're going to be releasing a wrestling roundtable later on today, discussing now the fact that we are in charge of Monday Night Raw, how we can make it a lot better. But my thanks to Adam Nicholas.
You are welcome.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.
See you soon.